Hi everyone! On today's video, we are going to see chapter 125 of Kagurabachi. I read that there's going to be a little break till August, something like that. So this is the last one for now, for about 2 months, something like that. Which is fine. I'm fine when they're taking breaks, because I don't like when they rush them, when they rush the authors, because this cannot be rush. You cannot rush creativity. You cannot, just let them breathe. Because we saw that in a few chapters back, there was like one or two chapters that the artwork was very, very sloppy. Of course, they were being rushed. So the fuck, let them breathe. Let them breathe. So I'm happy with that. Everyone deserves holidays. Everyone deserves, you cannot just, go crazy with creativity. Creativity needs to, you need to be inspired. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. So I'm happy with that. But let's see. I assume that we are still on the backstory. Looks like it. So let's dive into it. The Mikaboshi have tremendous life force. However, I don't see how that alone could let them adapt to the immense power of the Datenseki. Yeah, true. Our ancestors prayed fervently. When the Mikaboshi speak of prayer, well, that doesn't look like praying. This image over here, this looks like... Fuck. Yeah, this one. I mean, it's like they have a really big hole in their tummies, and there's like, what? A liquid behind. Is it blood? Obviously. Oh shit. Not good. In all of these texts, from what I glean, text of greatest human sacrifice, devouring the flesh clan. What? In order to possess the power of the Atenseki, the Mikaboshi paid an immense human toll. Fuck. I'm sorry. People who does human sacrifices like this is not very good. I mean, there's more to the story because obviously then we saw that it was a little bit of a genocide in the future, from here. But what the fuck? Jesus. Anything we have that's written could be misinformation relayed by the Soa clan. The truth is unclear, but you've seen it yourselves. True, that is true as well. So maybe it is not. Oh, fuck. Okay. It gets complicated now. The fate that awaits those who channel spirit energy into the Dataseki. It is our god. Our god. That's just a weird. A rock? It's undeniable. Originally, the Datenseki was something humans were never meant to touch. Forbidden fruit. Smelting. Oh, this panel is cool. So I guess they're starting already. I'm really curious about this because I really want to know how the heck he made them. Tatara smelting is a technique that produces tamahagane, an extremely high quality steel with very few impurities. It's the raw material used to make Japanese katana. The supple strength of the tamahagane derives from its semi-fusion state, in which the carbon is unevenly melted throughout the material. This delicate irregularity is impossible to reproduce even with the most cutting-edge smelting technology. Oh, okay. For 3 days and nights, the artisans manually feed iron, sand, and charcoal into a clay furnace while aerating it with a bellows. Only this ancient method can produce tamahagane. Jesus. So it cannot be replicated by new technology. It has to be... Okay. March 27, noon. 7 hours after beginning the bellowing process. Okay. Mr. Joji. Oh, what the heck? Is this Robin? What is happening? Stop at once. Even if Mr. Hasumi is willing to overlook this, I won't stand for it. You're the guy from the other day. How did you find this place? Orita sensei, I suspected you were involved. I asked around, and the trail of information led me here. I'm in a leadership role at the lab, so I had a bit of a head start. But you'll have more visitors from headquarters any minute now. Okay, yeah, it looks like they're getting ready. They won't be as patient as me. Stop while you still can. Where's the Datenseki? We pulverized it. Huh? Excuse me? Tatara is the first step in forging. Traditionally, we use coal and iron sand. The guy is like, you did what? However, to use iron ore, you have to start by crushing it into fine particles, like sand. Why? Why are there so many of you, Orita Sensei? What the fuck? Why are there so many of you? At Sushi Subaru, there's a legend that the master chef makes sushi, takes order, washes dishes, and does deliveries at all the same time. The answer is simple. My sorcery is multiplication. Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh my god, imagine that. You could have, I don't know, 10 jobs, send 9 of you to work. No, 8. And then another one stays at home cleaning and serving you. And you, the main one, live the life. That would be amazing. The tutorial process requires many hands. I'm uniquely suited to the job. Well, that's really cool. So that's why he's also so good, right? Mr. Joji. Yes, I get it. This is a crazy stunt to save Princess Chucky. But you know very well that Princess Chucky's prophecy also touched on the Enchanted Blade plan. She warned that smelting the Datenseki was dangerous. She saw a colossal accident. Oh, yeah. What if the explosion reaches the city? At this rate, you are heading down the path the prophecy warned against. This is exactly what Princess Chucky didn't want. I get how you feel, Mr. Hasumi too, but it won't reach the city. The point of the prophecies is that the people involved can make choices to preempt them, right? That's why you need to stop. We'll just adapt our approach. We aren't smelting the Datenseki by itself. We are mixing it with approximately 10 times as much pebbled magnetite in the furnace. Pebbled what? Like steel lamps. Pebbled magnetite is an iron ore that has a good yield, and it's way easier to smelt than iron sand. We are infusing the Datenseki into a large quantity of pebbled magnetite. With the Datenseki reduced to fine grains that aren't densely clustered together, the effect of each individual particle is weakened. If there is an explosion, the force will dissipate. The shock waves won't exceed a radius of 200 to 300 meters. Only we would die. Okay. I mean, he's not stupid. He's not just. It looks like he's not just blindly going and, He did listen to the prophecy and thought, okay, then let's change it. Apparently, his eyes are covered by a special membrane. Because swordsmiths are constantly staring into hot flames with their naked eyes, many lose their eyesight. His eyes regenerate. They get burned by the heat and then they heal as the process repeats. Okay. So is that why? His eyesight gets stronger, much like how muscle grows stronger through the process of damaging and healing the muscle fibers. Oh, I get it now. Okay. So his eyes get better the more he looks at the fire? Yeah. He was born to forge katana. Yeah, but still, that doesn't change the fact that this is dangerous. When you hit the Datenseki, its particles get more and more active as the temperature rises. At around 1000 degrees, it reaches its limit and explodes. But if we vary, whatever, the rate by which we raise the temperature, we can throw the particles. Rhythm. Okay. By raising the temperature slowly while suppressing the activity of the particles, it should be possible to reach the iron ore's fusion temperature without triggering an explosion. With Tatara smelting is possible. Wait. Are you seriously convinced by this half-baked reasoning? Not really. I'm convinced by his talent. He's honest. He's like, okay, it's not merely his God-given gifts. He can actually see the particles themselves. It's the fruit of many long hours sitting in front of those flames. He can actually see them. Okay. So that's why why he trusts him. That is insane. Having eyes like that? Yeah. Jesus. Let's see what you can do. Okay. Fire. The practice of Tatara predates thermometers as they work with the materials. The artisans are attuned to the fluctuations in the color and shape of the flames, the sound of the fire, the smells, the heat. Wow. They adapt the force of the bellows and the quantity and timing of the coal and iron sand supply through precise observation. Fuck me. It's not easy at all. You know? It's so complicated. Oh my god. You know what? But I'm liking that they're taking us through the whole process. They're telling us that it was really difficult to do. Not just, forging swords and woo, they're magical now. No. It was very, very complicated, looks like it. The temperature in the furnace is already over 1,200. It's over 1,000 and hasn't exploded? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It could explode at any moment. Everything's riding on Rokuhira's talent. Oh shit. If you are concerned for your life, you should go. We are not working with fancy smelting theory and formulas. We are going on experience, feel, and our 5 senses. Man versus materials. Yeah, it's pure instinct. It's pure instinct. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh, look at the fire. There's the first Noro. Noro? Noro. Is the slag of impurities expelled from the steel during smelting. Okay. It's evidence that the steel is purifying. This is just the beginning. Oh, shit. Now we tame the gods. Look at him, so cool. Damn it! Oh, look at all the... all his clones. Oh, shit. So now what? What are they gonna do now? I have no idea. Because I don't know how katanas are made, so I have no idea. I really want to know more about the, like how the heck did he choose the powers of the katanas or I don't know. I want to know that. Or the powers, it was because of the wielders, the sword bearers, or what? How did that work? Because every katana is very, very different and has very, very different powers. So I'm curious if it was like his idea or if he knew who the sword bearers will be and then, thinking about that and their personality, he chose it. I don't know. I'm curious. So now we have a 2-month break, something like that. I'm really curious. I really like this, This manga is really, really cool. Really cool. And I cannot wait for the anime, honestly. Okay. I really also want to know what the heck happened with Chucky. Because obviously, I don't think it ended prettily, So I want to know. The brother went crazy and did genocide. So, something must have happened. Something horrible, I think. Because for him to just go crazy, we saw that he was a sweet boy, So I guess that's, I don't know. We need to see. I'm really curious about all this backstory. Anyway, please drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And I shall see you all in August.